right.
Let's do it right. Oh, well, we have Precious already once.
We always have to watch that dance when we do it here at this venue because there's always something really pretty hanging down there, and we don't want to get caught in the, in the ribbons and flowers and all that sort of thing. Well, let's see, our next dance. Our next, how many of you heard of or read the story of Heidi? Yeah, a few folks. I'm dating myself, aren't I? Yeah, nowadays they've got things like Romeo and Juliet that we did the other night, and Frozen is the big one. My second generation children always like to do Frozen. Well, Heidi was the Frozen of about 2 generations ago when I was growing up, and there was a movie made about it. And I've been to the place that's supposedly the origin of Heidi, the story Heidi, which is a little town called Mayfeld. Well, we're about 6 months late or 6 months early, depending on how you reckon. we'd like to do for you now a dance called Maya Seek. The area, and it may very well come from the area where Heidi came from. So, Maya Seek. You know, since we're talking about things alpine, did anybody notice since last year they've put some decorations here in the corners of the dancing area? Does anybody know what those are? Edelweiss, yes. It's a beautiful flower that grows, very, very small flower because it grows way up high in the mountains. And I think it's a protected plant in most alpine regions, but that's an Edelweiss. So when you sing the song Edelweiss, Edelweiss, that's the flower they're talking about. Very white, very small, and grows up in the alpine regions. Well, we recruited a few guys to help us with this one. We're kind of short on numbers today again. So we went out in the audience and found anybody that was wearing lederhosen and blue and white shirts or something close to that. We're going to be, that guy too. He's got his Bavarian, he's all decked out Bavarian-like. We're going to do now for you the Woodchopper song. And as the words of the song go, the ladies all love them and the men all hate them. Those burly old woodchopper guys.
He's in front, you're in front.
Just go clang, 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 clang. Just go. When the music starts, just go.
Like this, huh? David,
Where, when?
Right now. With the log or no? We set the log first. Just with the beat.
Hey, you guys! I think I can get it first.
Well, thank you for our helpers. Hey, they make pretty good Bavarians, don't you think? Yeah, very good. The blue and white shirts. Does anybody know why blue and white is so important here? You see it all over the tablecloths, the blue and white shirts. Those of you that have seen the flag of Bavaria inside, if you go inside the hall, the flag of Bavaria is a blue and white. They call it Schrägmuster, but it's actually kind of like a checkerboard with a looks like something like back here by Mike and the sound system. So that kind of looks like they kind of stretched it one way, so it's more diamond shaped. That is the symbol of Bavaria, and of course Bavaria is where Oktoberfest takes place. Not, of course, Bavaria El Cajon's Oktoberfest, but the original one, the one that a few million people go to this time of the year. And by the way, did you know that Oktoberfest is misnamed? It's mostly Septemberfest. We're perfectly on time doing it this week. In fact, it started a week ago in Germany, in Munich, and it ends next weekend. So it's really Septemberfest. I like much of September, so I'm a little partial. Okay, we're going to next do for you a dance. Earlier in the hour, you heard the band singing that, Dear God Must Be a Tyrolean. I think that's something one of the songs that they sing. Well, we're going to do a dance that comes from Tyrol. It's a kind of a knot tie. We get all tied up in knots with this dance. It's called the Tyrolean Figurentanz.
Chubatanz.
It's Chubatanz.
Oh, I'm sorry. I made one mistake. We'll do that next. We have one more dance before we do that one. Some of you have been to Munich. Anybody? Munich? Been there? Been there at Oktoberfest time? No? Okay, how many of you been down at the main square? The Rathaus, as they call it. The Neues Rathaus. And there's a big square, and if you get there at, I think it's 10 o'clock in the morning, 11 o'clock in the morning, and 5 o'clock in the evening, you get treated to about 10 or 15 minutes of music playing, and little figurines come out and dance around on the clock. Now, if you didn't make it to Munich, you might have made it to Prague or Bern or one of the other cities that has a similar kind of a clock, or maybe you've got a cuckoo clock at home. So our next dance is a dance that kind of mimics the cuckoo clock figurines. It's called Kilbetan. It's a festival dance.
Thank you.
I always like to ask, we always do this dance at Christmas time if we have a Christmas program, and I always ask the little girls, any of you girls want a doll from Santa? That one over there does. You want the doll from Santa. Anybody want one of our dolls that just did that dance? Pretty good. This one, he says he'll take one of them. Okay, all right. The one there with the beard. No. That's beard. Okay, now we're going to do that dance from Tyrol. Lieber Gott muss ein Tiroler sein, I think is the wording of the song. And we get all tied up in knots in this one. I think you'll like it. Many years ago, we did a dance similar to that one right here on these premises. And after we got done, I'd made my little spiel on it. And someone said, let me tell you the real story about all those little knots, window figures that we made in that dance. And I'm going to give you the PG version of it. And then I'm going to tell you how it relates to today. I'll tell you that first. The song that was played just before the band stopped was Komm heute Nacht auf der Busel zu dir. Does anyone know what that means? No Germans? Dialectical. I come this evening for a smooch with you, is what that really says. Busel is a smooch, kiss if you will. Well, the other part of the words of that is I come through the window and not through the door. Now, why would you go through the window? I tell you why. Because if you're an upstanding farmer in the countryside, it would not do if you had a marriageable daughter to leave your door unlocked at night. But if you were enterprising, you would say, I could leave the window open upstairs and a ladder conveniently by the side of the house. And if the gentleman, the suitor, comes by and elopes with my daughter, no dowry. Okay, that's the PG version. I will not give you the R-rated version. Oh, we're to the end of our program today. We've got one more dance for you. Before I do say that, though, we are going to see you again next weekend, right? Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. We'll be here all 3 days. We hope you are, too, and having a great time with Bugenbacher Boom. I was in Munich about 3 years ago. About 1 week. I missed Oktoberfest by exactly a week. I was on business, so I couldn't stay. And unfortunately, never got to go to. I did go to the grounds, but I never got to actually see the Oktoberfest in work. However, I did go to a program that previous night before I came home up in the mountains, and they did a dance called a Borischer. And so we'd like to do now for you our version of a Borischer. We call it Alpen Borischer. Thank you very much. Gemütlichkeit Alpine Dancers is our name. Every time you toast, remember you're toasting to us. Ein Prosit der Gemütlichkeit. Yeah.
You need to fit all the You're a solo.
I did it last night.
Yeah.
nicht. Das ist ja nur abends, nicht?
Ah ja. Nee, heute nur bis 9. Oder? Spielen wir heute bis 10 oder bis 9?
Feiertag.
Alrighty, so the Gemütlichkeit Alpine Dancers will join us again next weekend. I want to remind you, it's September. Everybody, this must be why we've got so much elbow room today. Next weekend, it's finally October. Finally, maybe, you know, had it been a couple of weekends ago and 106 degrees, it wouldn't have felt anything like fall, but it feels a little like fall. I feel October coming on. So by next weekend, everybody will finally figure out it's Oktoberfest time. So you guys are smart, all having come. What's that? Well, no, I love Septemberfest. I can imagine. You can't fight with David, you know. This is his love month. He loves his September. Count back 9 months. It was cold then. It was cold. But a lot of people just don't understand why this even starts in September and ends in October. But Oktoberfest is the celebration of the anniversary of the marriage of King Ludwig to Teresa, Prince Ludwig at the time. And so we celebrate, that party started in September and ends in October. It always encompasses the first Sunday of October, and then you count back 16 days, and that's when it starts. Because if you're going to have an epic party, you're going to name it after when it ends. Not when it starts. Epic party, you name it after October. October. So that's why we're here for Oktoberfest. And we have brought this band all the way from Germany, our friends the Guggenbach Boom. Welcome them please back to the stage.
Thank you so much.
Als Zapfer wohl bekannt.